Shooting it raw?
Yes. Shooting it raw.
Okay.
Okay, that is...
So as we speak, a sampan, one of the boats, is like chugging along behind
I can
us.
close the door.
No, I adds color. Maybe it'll be terrible, but I like it.
It would be back.
It's okay lah. It's okay lah. Yeah. So this is. So let me. Do you want to describe what a viewer sees?
You do.
The image is. It looks like it could have been made as a digital image. In that, so first of all, the field is all black with a grid of white dots, and like each dot is on the corner of, say, the X and Y plane. But there's it's basically one of those pointed grids that people could practice their writing on or whatever. Now, what dominates the imagery is a face. Is that your face?
Yes.
Okay, so it's a face that's been rendered. Well, nice red lipstick, tongue sticking out, hair looking long and brown. The palette is very simple. It's very not simple, but reduced. So the skin is all white. It's all white. The outlines are in black, and then that's within a sort of a circle. And around that circle are these fractured images that look like ribbons. There's a pig on the left. There's some like a kind of a checkerboard with some color on the bottom. There's a pig on the right as well. Okay, it's neat. It's kind of it almost looks like the you in the image are wearing a crown. So. The first question I have to ask is, was this created digitally or was this created as a painting and is a photo of the painting?
It was a drawing.
Okay.
Pen on archival paper, 300 gram archival paper.
Oh, okay.
And then I scan it and then manipulate it in Procreate.
Okay.
And made it digital artwork.
Right.
And I have for all of my work... until this point, you saw the pictures I sent you. I have physical artwork, actually.
Okay.
But I changed them a little bit in Procreate or Photoshop because I wanted to sell them or exhibit them as a digital copy.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Like that. And so that is, yes, this is my portrait.
Yeah.
And sticking out my tongue and in response to a couple of years ago, maybe not couple of years ago, maybe four years ago, it was a rumor spreading in Iran, eating ice cream for women is forbidden because of it is very suggestive act.
Licking an ice cream cone is suggestive of sucking a cock.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
Then it was that time I started drawing that, and then also at the same time I started series Animal Farm a little bit,
right.
International theme, because before that period all my work they were more related, very personal, like all artists,
sure.
but related more to Iran and the event, the thing happened in Iran, and to me and my family in Iran. And then, but I wanted audience understand more about the politics behind the work, and
right.
I found that Animal Farm is a good fit for my artwork, actually.
Right. The story Animal Farm.
Yes.
Orwell. Got it.
Yeah, and then so I use the characters in my painting after this point.
Okay. Okay.
And then, so the pigs are from Animal Farm.
Sure.
And then those pattern around it, actually they are cancer cells, under microscope image of cancer cells.
Yeah.
And I've been always amused with the pattern. And in all of my artworks also I play with pattern a lot.
Sure.
And it is not just decorative. It is, for me, each pattern has a meaning.
Absolutely,
and has a purpose to be there, not just for beauty of it.
Right.
And And one of the things I do in my artwork is I customize a dark message
Okay.
with color and pattern
Okay.
and give it back to my audience.
Okay.
And they don't get it is very dark when I do that.
Yeah.
But the meaning, for instance, here for me is a very controlling government in Iran.
Yeah.
And how they control everybody, including women, and how everything is under their power and in the name of religion. So this whole thing for me is that, but as you see with the color, bright color, that turquoise blue color around it is coming very in all Persian, Iranian mosques. You can see all the tiles.
Sure.
In my grandmother yard, we had like something like a small, like a pool, not pool, like a fountain.
Right.
Yeah, and it was all like blue tile,
blue,
like
white,
that.
yeah.
And then it is very common in Iranian culture having that. Yeah, that was the thing. And then when I work on this digitally like that, actually it was advertisement. And
Okay.
it was an ice cream Iranian brand in Iran. And the woman it was a woman in advertisement and starting having ice cream. And it was a ridiculous advertisement. I have to say, well, she didn't need to do this and that for having ice cream.
Sure.
But that brought up the same conversation, and they banned that ad in Iran, and then that caused everybody went to buy that.
Yeah, great. Yeah.
Because people in Iran, most of people, majority, they are against the regime, and they do what
the opposite. Yeah.
So that was the time I started working.
Okay. Okay, so again, I mentioned before, we're sitting in your place. The house is pitching slightly. We're surrounded by some of your art. Okay, so on the left there are 3 frame artworks. The largest one is very colorful. It's essentially there's a circle with this radiation of some noticeable, definitely patterns, but also some noticeable faces or pictorial sort of elements. The center is of a female face. And then to the right of that, I can't see very well. It's 2 framed works that are basically white and black. I can't really, maybe my eyesight's bad, but I'm not really sure what I'm looking at. And on the right, we have one very large framed piece. It looks like it's mixed media. Some lettering in what looks like Arabic script.
Farsi.
It's Farsi? Okay.
Well, I mean, the alphabet is similar.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But it's, again, super, super colorful. Oh, and there's a face again, looking straight at the viewer. Okay, so let's go back to your piece. So, your art is motivated by, I don't want to say dark themes or dark or serious ideas. I mean, all artists have serious ideas, but this particular piece that I'm just explaining to me has an anchor that's very much in Iran, that is political, is a protest. How much of your work would you say ends up kind of having this feeling?
A lot of it. Maybe 90% of it.
Okay.
But right now I am making some digital artwork. It's still, I mean, it is about women, and it is not that uplifting, but that 10% is, I think, happier theme.
Mm-hmm.
But most of my artwork, especially when I left Iran, I was thinking about when as an artist in Iran, I mean, you can create a lot of great arts. Most of my friends, they do, and they are great artists. But some of the topics you can't talk very clearly about it. And then when I left Iran, I thought, oh, that is a good time now. Whatever I couldn't
Right.
point it directly, now I pointed
Right.
them, and then so it was why it happened. But I create at the same time. I create some arts, like that 10% I said. They are not political. They are more personal.
Sure.
And they are kind of like therapeutic for me.
Yeah.
So that is that 10%. Even
Right.
I start like having making calligraphy pieces. I start revisiting some of my old style and things. When I was student at the university,
Sure.
I left it there, and then I like for example this abstract artwork you said.
Yeah.
This all the background, I did the same thing I used to do at the university
Right.
for making abstract art.
Right.
But then I brought the figures and the things on top. I do this kind of work when I need some relaxed time or therapy, or my mind
Right.
needs some
Right.
rest, or
Okay.
yeah.
Let's move on to the next photo. The conversation will continue, and I think all of your methodology and these important themes are obviously going to come out. So, is life really a gift? Really? Can you make every second count? That's the whole point of the podcast. So, if you like what you've seen and you're inspired, because that really is my mission, then please give it a like, subscribe, and share.
Shooting it raw?
Yes. Shooting it raw.